I cannot stop gambling. I owe a lot of money. My son gave it to me for the debt. He thinks I owe him, but I'm his father and gave him life from my seed. Am I wrong? Well, first thing, was it a loan? If it was a loan, you do owe him. You know, if technically, if it was a loan, you know, Daddy, I loan you this, or Junior, will you loan me this? If it was a loan, you owe him. Come on, don't get tight. If it was a loan, you owe him. If you both agreed, if it came out of your mouth, because many, many years ago, before there were contracts, word was your bond. We just stopped trusting people's words, so we got it in writing. So if it was agreed upon that this is a loan, yes, you owe him. All right? Now let me say this, because I've heard this for years and years. First of all, none of us can't give life to anyone. I've heard this for years. Parents take the credit. I gave you life. No, you didn't. Only God is the giver of life. We're only vehicles, instruments. You can't give life to a roach. Well, you watch it, ask Dr. Pettis, you call me. No, and I mean, that's all of us. We're not the giver of life. And I know people say that I gave you life. No, you didn't. God is the giver of life. All right? And let me say this too. No parent, and I'm not saying this has happened to you, but sometimes a question like this represents a lot of others. No parent should ever put guilt on their child of owing them something because of life. You don't do that. You wouldn't, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. Well, first of all, how you know? Since God is the giver of life, who's to say another vehicle would not have produced Junior? All right, so don't put that. And I've seen people do that. You know, I brought you in here, and you owe me. And the simple thing to any kid, no kid asks to be here. You know, but you somewhat asked to have a child, whether it was your intention or not. You put yourself in a position to do that. All right? Then according to the Bible, the parent is supposed to store up for the child, not the other way around. That's why from a scriptural standpoint, a good man leaveth inheritance for his children's children. Come on, that's the Bible. All right? I'm not saying we don't do things for our parents. Don't misunderstand. Don't take that to the left. I'm not saying that. But the initial, the beginning or the actual plan was that way. Parent stores up. That's why each generation should be stronger than the previous one. That's how it's supposed to be. All right? Now, I will say this. Now, you basically said here that you cannot stop gambling. You have an addiction here. That needs to be dealt with. You know, get some help and don't involve anyone else, especially your children, in this bondage, you know, until you get some help. Because gambling, it is an addiction. You know, I've personally known quite a few people, relatives, who literally, addicted to gambling. and gambled hundreds of thousands of dollars. So first thing you need to do is get help. Now, obviously, your son loves you to even give it to you. All right? So now what you do is you love yourself and get the help so you can be the patriarch of the family. That's what you do. All right?